A very good morning, thanks for clicking on to the Tuesday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. We're going to look at the May Outlook, which was published. The written part of the Outlook was published yesterday, and I've done a couple of tweaks. I've added a couple of bits in this morning, so if you haven't already done so, have a quick check of that, because I include more about Iberia and other parts of Europe. There was just too much emphasis, I think, on the UK and Ireland, so I've added some information with regards to the rest of the continent. But interesting, it's very interesting actually when you look back. At this time last year we were talking about drying out conditions, hot conditions, and of course we were going to be talking about record-breaking heat across southwestern Europe, as well as wildfires. Remember back to last summer when we've seen terrible wildfires across parts of Portugal and other parts of Europe. Could be a very different summer this year, in fact, and the reason why I think that is because we've had to date, from the 1st of January through the 23rd of April, it has been considerably wetter than normal across the southwest of Europe, really extending from the central Mediterranean through the western Mediterranean, across Iberia, and extending south into northwest Africa, the Canary Islands as well. So not only have we seen cooler than normal temperatures, we've also seen a considerable reduction in the temperature normally of the sea around these given areas here, and it looks as if the month of May is going to continue on a cooler and somewhat wetter note for these areas, which could have a significant impact on the upcoming warm season. So CFSV2 upcoming 7-day period here. We're back to run-of-the-mill weather for the end of April. We've got low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south. We're going to continue to drive in systems from the west. So a very changeable end to the month of April overall. Probably going to extend that into the month of May. But it is interesting as we go deeper into May, we start to see high pressure starting to establish itself. Now notice something here. High pressure over the continent, high pressure, the core of that high further north, which is interesting because position, you might get, in the general scheme of things, higher than normal pressure. But depending on exactly where that high sits, controls what kind of temperature profile you're going to be dealing with. So this, to me, would have a kind of a subtle hint of cooler than normal but drier than normal for the British Isles, and then of course more unsettled and continued to stay cool in the southwest of Iberia. Then you can see here the 15 through 21 day. This is the 7th through the 14th of May. We've got high pressure centered over the northern half of Europe here, which, like I say again, could indicate fairly settled but nothing particularly warm, no heat waves if you will. And it's very interesting how the model is trying to kind of go to exactly what we've seen really so far this year. We've had high pressure kind of established, centered over Scandinavia. We've had lower than normal heights, which has contributed to considerably wetter than normal and cooler than normal conditions across particularly the western side of the Mediterranean basin. And then even as we continue to skip through, this is heading from mid to late May, we still have that high to the north, low pressure to the south, and therefore it doesn't look as if we're going to see any real summer heat across Iberia as we go through the month of May. So that to me is hinting at something for later down the road here. Of course, I've got my May out, my summer forecast coming up by the time we get to the 1st of May. Let's look quickly at the 2 meter temperature. Not the 2 meter temperature, the precipitation chart here. Upcoming 7-day period looks like this here. Not too bad for the southwest of Europe. A little bit drier under high pressure across Italy and the south central portion of Europe. We've got wetter than normal, if you notice here, across southern Ireland, extending into the southern portion of the British Isles as well as the northwest of the UK. And the reason why is we've got an area of low pressure expected to lift up into the southern half of both Ireland and the UK towards the early latter half of this week, and that could bring a fairly significant amount of rainfall. Then as we skip into the period, the 30th of April through the 7th of May, so the first week of May, drying out across the UK, thanks to high pressure starting to build, and of course we've got wetter than normal conditions across the southwest of Europe. This is us skipping into the middle portion of May, and you can see here drier than normal, still drier than normal across the northern half of the British Isles, slightly wetter. Southern portions of England extend through France and into Spain and Portugal, if you will. And then even as we skip towards the latter half of May, it's interesting, Scotland stays drier than normal. Average around the rest of the British Isles, but wetter than normal down across France and Spain. So that's very interesting, I think, as we head towards the summer season. I think this spring is telling a bit of a story with regards to where we may be going in terms of the best weather versus the most unsettled weather. Temperature, 2 metre temperature anomalies, upcoming 7 days, cooler than normal of course for the UK as we bring in Atlantic winds. Warmer than normal, heat core centred right over south central Europe, and that's spanning out across Iberia to the west, and of course across Greece and Turkey to the east here. But then we start to see the things changing. The 8 to 14 day, remember I was saying to you the position of that high could be crucial. We're actually seeing the model indicating below normal temperatures across the UK. And what that might be is potentially average daytime temperatures under sunny skies, but under clear skies at night, even despite the fact that we're creeping into the month of May, you can still get frost out with main urban areas at this time of the year. And I think that could be the reason. It's a nice, cool, clear, stable area of high pressure, fairly warm and pleasant by day, but certainly quite chilly at night. Notice here as we go down towards Spain and Portugal, cooler than normal. Continuing with that cooler than normal theme, if you notice, even into the middle portion of May. And then as we go into the second half of May, temperatures start to creep up over the UK, but look at down in Spain and Portugal, still below normal, which is very, very interesting. So keep it right here on marfieldandweather.com. Lots of things going on at the moment here. Yes, winter is over, but we're approaching the warm season once again. Barbecue weather, shorts and t-shirt weather, and I'll keep you up to date as to what we can expect in the days, weeks and even months ahead. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.